Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with another live stream, late vibes with the man. Then we got man like Coop Baller in the building. Coop Baller, what are you telling me?
Yes, man. Pleasure to be here. You, Texino, and the chat. Make sure you like up the live, man. Make sure you like up the live, please. But yeah, man, we here.
Come on. We got man like Texino in the building. What are you saying, Texino?
Big up yourself, Sai. Big up Coop, man. He man saying, man, late evening, bro. He's saying, bro, you shouted me last minute. You shouted me last minute, bro. So,
Yeah.
just tell me
Come
why I'm
on.
here today, man. Tell me why I'm here today, bro. Why did you call me up last minute, bro? Hernandez
Yeah.
settings, bro.
Come on. Now we're here. We got a couple of things to discuss, man. You know what I mean? Delap, Osimhen, Eze as well. So we go talk, man, a little bit United talk and that bit of late vibes. You know, there was the elite pundit will be joining us soon as well. So big up to elite pundit. But yeah, make sure you like the video. Like I said, get the algorithm up. You know what I'm saying too. And yeah, man, we've got some like interesting development regarding two strikers United are after, but mainly the one that United are looking at is Liam Delap, man. A lot of people are about 50-50 with this one because they're saying, yo, young striker, promising, but is he the answer right now? Is he similar to what we got right now? You know them ones there, bro. So that's where my head is like. I'm like, yo, Osimhen or Delap? You got Osimhen who, don't get me wrong, bagsman, but you need to cater towards his needs. Delap probably knows the league better. You know what I mean? Got more of an understanding of Premier League. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's I don't know, you know, man. It's one of them where I prefer Osimhen in a sense of like, you know, you're gonna get an X factor maybe, but then Delap is like, what could he become? But do we have time for that? Do you know what I'm saying? I know you say you're shaking your head, Coop Baller, but you know what I mean? It's you have to make this right, bro. Because if you don't, but we're gonna buy another striker in the next year or two again. You know what I mean? That we don't need. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, we can't keep buying strikers, bro. You know them ones. So, what are you saying, man, strikers wise? What are you, man, telling me?
Yeah, what you go, bro?
Yeah, bro, did you just literally say Osimhen and X Factor? Did you literally just
You
say
know what it
Osimhen
is,
and
though?
X
Yeah.
Factor? What do you
For
mean
me,
by X Factor?
I feel like right now, in terms of like finishing wise, cool, he's a volume finisher. But when I look at it, like in terms of the two, who's got that, like in terms of who can really grasp the kind of almost pressure, who can say, you know what, I belong here. That's how I mean by X Factor. Like, I don't necessarily mean like world class
More
finisher.
character. So more
Yeah, more
character. You're
character.
talking
Yeah,
more of a character.
more
Yeah,
character.
I mean, okay, all right, cool. So I totally understand where you're coming from now. So look, as I kind of said last week, I do want someone who is a box striker, very, very clinical. We miss that. We miss goals. I think we're missing, and it's very sad to say, but we haven't had goals in our attacking line since probably Martial, Greenwood, and Rashford in their peak, and that's the God's honest truth. So we haven't replaced those goals. So if you was to go and get an Osimhen, if he guarantees you goals, then yes. But again, with Liam Delap, it depends what you want. It depends what you want, because if you used to break down Liam Delap's games, completely opposite towards Osimhen's game. Now, Liam Delap, you can play the ball into the channels, you can hold that play, you could bring players into play, but you could also ball carry. Like, he could carry in the wide areas, etc. Do you know what I mean? But bro, it depends what you want, man. It depends what you want. But me, bro, I'll just go for a clinical striker, man. I've had enough of this, developing players. He's young as well, so you got to take that as part of a factor. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, this development hype is the one, man. Like, do we really want another player that, like, do we know that our players are gonna pass to a Delap rather than an Osimhen who's gonna demand that? You know what I mean, Delap, is he gonna be a bit too nicey? But I've seen Delap though score goals out of nothing, though.
Yeah, no, he seems like a character though. He does seem like a character. He doesn't seem like someone who's going to be a bit too nice. Don't get it twisted. Just because someone's young doesn't mean they're not ready or to try and grab the game by the scruffy. If you see the way he does play for Ipswich, he does demand the ball. Sometimes he drops deeper. He carries the ball up the pitch, etc., etc. So this is what I mean by his playing style. But I don't think that has anything to do with character. But at the same time, yeah. What type of striker do you want though, Saeed? What type of striker do you think the fans want at United as well? Because say for example, if Osimhen's not getting service, then how's he gonna be in the second third of the pitch? Is he gonna be good enough to try and connect the attack, etc., etc.? Are the United fans gonna get on his back if he's not good enough on the ball? So yeah, man, what do you think that everyone else wants as well? That's the thing. And smash the likes, people.
Yeah. You know what it is for me? It's like I need someone who, like, you see Jackson today, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, like Jackson isn't a world-class finisher yet, but you see where he's picking up the play, he's there, he's linking up play, he's up front. Like, if you could go and get me a similar mold to Jackson, that can score. Maybe like Osimhen might be the upgrade in a Jackson. That's why they want Chelsea Jackson. They want Osimhen. But I need someone who's technically secure. I need someone who's good in the air. I need someone who can make something out of nothing. I know there's a lot of demands here, but I need someone who is instinctive as well, can make the right runs.
Bro, you're only describing one striker, and that's Isak. There's no.
Yeah, no, but we ain't gonna get Isak. We're gonna get Isak.
I know, but that's just apart from Isak, there's not many players who are that competent in all those areas to a high level. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Osimhen this season, by the way, in the league, 20 goals after 20 starts. He scored twice yesterday in the derby against Fenerbahce in the cup. He scored twice. His first goal, I actually liked it because of the run that he made and obviously the finish. I think one thing as well Osimhen does give you, he's a champion. He won the league title in the Serie A. So the pressure, he can definitely, because people obviously like the fact that he can handle the pressure as well, because that's another thing as well. Just because Delap has been good for Ipswich doesn't mean that he's going to be able to handle the pressure at Manchester United. And I'm not saying he's going to be a failure, but I'm saying that, as you can see with Højlund, when you're a younger striker and the pressure starts piling in, it's definitely not the same, And another thing is all that space that we're talking about. Are United gonna get that much space to running behind the Old Trafford that we're talking about? Because that's, for me, that's what I've seen Delap's strengths, that the running with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see he does bully defenders. His ability to actually dribble is very good. But again, at United, you won't always get that. So for me, that's why I'm kind of with Tex and you, because I think we just need the guy that's ready. Like, I think United, to get to the next level, we can't keep getting the guys that are going to improve the team a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like the same time we done that team like 2 weeks ago, and I remember we put in Osimhen, and it changed that whole predictable Manchester United signings just by putting Osimhen there. Yeah, because another thing is the physical presence, man. Like, as much as he's not the best technically, he makes up for it physically. Like the runs he makes, you know what I'm saying? He puts defenders under pressure. I remember that at the AFCON, bro. Even when Osimhen didn't score, the defenders had a game, bro. They knew they had a tough game. Like, he was running the channels, all these things. So for me, I think that's why he wants that mold of striker like Osimhen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he's going for Gyökeres anymore, but I think that kind of striker makes more sense for where Manchester United want to go. If we're going to talk about, again, service, I think that's another topic in itself. But I agree that I think that could also be a topic, because the way our players cross the ball, I'm not too sure about what the strikers are really gonna be getting. That's why I thought he would have gone for more wingers, predominantly than wing backs, because the way the service is not the best. You know what I mean? It's hit and miss. So that's another thing. But for me personally, I'd say Osimhen without a shadow of a doubt. Like, I wouldn't think twice. I think the profile suits how Amorim wants to play. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I echo exactly what you're saying, and at the same time, look, that's a major factor. Just building around Victor Osimhen. I think in terms of the creativity in the squad, that needs to massively improve. If you go and get Osimhen, you need to go and get me a right wing back. You need to go and get me another number 10. You need to go and get me someone who's gonna feed him, someone who can whip him crosses. You see someone like Diego Dallo, with all due respect, when he
Nah, he
does
ain't
have the
cutting
ball
it. He
wide
ain't
and
cutting
he's got time on the ball, it's like his delivery is so poor, his execution is so poor. Sometimes he's over hitting crosses. He's smashed, bro. He's lacing it into the box, bro.
It's
Like,
hit and miss anyway with him, innit?
it's a lot of hit and miss, and it's the same with Dogu. Obviously, Dogu's young, he's got to improve, etc. But I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing a lot of wingers coming into United and kind of doing this head down and just smashing it into the ball, just into the box, just hoping and praying. How many times have we kind of had that winger who's more precise with their crossing, who gets their head up, who can really whip it in with some good technique, some good execution, and obviously on the sixpence. And bro, it's sad to say it, but only fullbacks I remember from a long time ago would be your fucking Ashley Youngs and your Valencias of this world were the last ones I could remember. He would be a threat from fullback. Does that make sense? So yeah, we need to massively improve in that area. Massively.
Yeah. I think you know what it is, bro. I think for me, like when you look at obviously his last season in the championship, 8 goals, 2 assists. This season, 11 goals, 2 assists, 2 penalties, 1 directly involved in a goal every 174 minutes. Delap, you know what the thing is with Delap though? Like it's like, when he goes to a better club, the chance creation, the chance quality, it's gonna be better. Like it's gonna be 10 times the player. Like, I don't know. Like I said, people think, could he have a similar career to Harry Kane? The way Harry Kane started his career? Is he sort of that player? I don't know, man. It's Harry Kane. Because Harry Kane, you got to remember, like, he was on loan at Leicester. He was on loan at Norwich. Shout out to Elite Pundit. He was at loan at Norwich. He was at loan at Leicester. There was a lot of players he was on loan at, And then they said, yo, wow. He came into the Tottenham team and then bang, just elevated. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
so
it's difficult to say, isn't it? With it's young players, always potential. Like if we saw Harry Kane back then, we would probably say he's dead. Don't bring him to United. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he couldn't get a game in most of these clubs anyway. Like he just kept shifting. So it is difficult to say as well. But just looking at United environment, we know Ineos would love that kind of player. It just suits the Ineos. It looks like the Ineos kind of buy anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like just with the whole thing, it just looks like Ineos is perfect for us. So they would love that kind of signing for sure. But just with the environment and the players we have right now, it's not as settled, Whereas Tottenham, they were kind of coming into that place where, Gareth Bale had left. They were kind of, building that team that was a bit more settled, the core. Whereas with us, we're still having questions whether we're going to have, Bruno Fernandes or Onana next season. Like our core is still unsettled. Like, how can you move forward? We don't even know. Like half the fan base, like, oh yeah, Amorim likes Bruno Fernandes, and then half the fan base like, yeah, but he's dead. But we're confused now. Like, is he keeping him? Is he? So we don't even know. So now bringing younger players into the mode of that it's very difficult to know where's the team going, because until now I still don't know where the team's going. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to identify that striker, that forward. Like, would he be good for us? Because we still don't really know. I know how Amorim wants to play, but I'm not sure if because he's saying possession football, dummy. You can't do that with Bruno Fernandes and the way he plays. That's not going to work. So
yeah, touching your point, and shout out to Tyler Jones for the donation, man. I appreciate it, man. Big up to Tyler Jones. W's in the chat for Tyler Jones. For me though, Ineos are Ineos going down this route though? Because if they are, boy, yo, I don't know if I'm part of this, because we're looking at Chelsea now, and listen, Chelsea, they're doing their thing, they're in top 4, but really and truly though, it becomes a bit like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're looking at this model thinking, yo, we get young players, it gives time for fans to accept that, you know what? Like, if I'm looking at a Delap, you're willing to give a bit more time, but whereas if you go to Osimhen, this guy, you need to score, man. There's pressure on him. So I'm thinking, are they looking at the fans thinking, we're not getting Europa League football maybe for the next, not Champions League football for the next couple of years. We're not challenging for the next couple of years. How can we manage our expectations now? Let's go and get these younger sort of players in that we can manage, and then they become that can have that high potential that if we do end up selling them, we can get some profit out of them. You know what I mean? And that English as well. And that's a dangerous road if you do end up going on, because if you're going on that road, boy, that right there is man. I don't know if I'm part of that road.
But the thing is, how many players post Fergie, how many young players post Fergie have we signed that are young with potential and we've developed? How many?
Not many, mate. Not many.
So this thing about growing them and then selling them off for more profit is a myth, bro. That there is a myth.
That's the old regime.
Yeah, old regime again, bro.
New regime, bro.
We are questioning. All of us on this panel right now are questioning whether Delap will come in and succeed or fail. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So if it's a 50, exactly. So if it's a 50-50 thing, now if he was, God forbid, to come and go down obviously the negative road, then what do you think happens to his market value? And it's just going to be the same old story. So we're taking the same chance and the same risk. I'm not saying that post Fergie we haven't gone for superstars or anything like that, and they've also flopped. But we need to kind of go for, in terms of where we are now, we need to be much more ruthless in terms of our recruitment, in terms of who we are identifying to replace who we are getting out in the summer. It's as simple as that. We need to be ruthless now. If you're saying that the model's changed, bro, in these negotiations, I'm not hearing it. If players are coming in and they're trying to discuss for high wages or whatever it is, even if it's Victor Osimhen himself, get rid, walk away from the table, just be ruthless, bro. But if we don't have that sort of approach, then yeah, man, it could just be a dark road again. And with Ineos.
But don't you think they had that approach in the summer?
I mean, yeah, but they had that approach in January. They clearly had that approach in January, but they were ruthless. They were not ruthless in terms of now going to find players. They could have gone and even got someone on loan to replace maybe Anthony and Rashford. But now look at the situation they're in. They didn't think of worst case scenarios in terms of injuries, etc., etc. So the replacements were very, very poor in terms of January. So summer, it has to be totally different, especially outsourcing players. Our resourcing has to be top tier now, bro. Top tier.
Yeah. By the way, I can't believe this. Are you sitting down, Brian?
Yeah. That's why I was a little bit late today. I had to change my whole setup because my monitor just died on my auto computer, so I had to use my auto computer to do the show today. So I'm sitting down today, guys. So,
yeah, that's crazy, man. Fair play, man. Finally, 2-3 years on the show. We got Brian sitting down on the show, man. But yeah, get your thoughts in there, Brian, man. How you feeling, man? Striker wise, Osimhen or what do you call it? Osimhen or Delap? Which one are you favoring? There's a big kind of, we're kind of split right now. We got no context. Come on.
Yeah, appreciate the comment, but I mean, Delap is a good player. Let's get that right. And Osimhen is a good player. I think they're both good players. Obviously, Osimhen has more experience, and I think we do need that experience coming in, and we have someone that can guarantee us a certain level of goals. We do need to be sure that he's okay with the situation he's walking into, right? Because he's getting older. He's going to want a guarantee of some kind of Champions League football at some point. So you want to be careful with that. We don't want to sign a player that's going to be frustrated, that's going to want out. Obviously, we know where we are. We are not going to be in the Champions League next season, and we might not even be Champions League the season after that. So if Osimhen is okay coming in and he's sure, I know what the situation is, I'm going to play for Manchester United, because what we need outside of just quality is committed players. We need a player that's going to come in, not kick up a fuss every day. He's going to give 100%. Because Osimhen, I'm not saying he has a bad temperament or anything like that, but if a player is frustrated and he's not happy with where the club is at, he's going to kick up a fuss and he's going to want to leave, and that would hamper our progression. So I understand why they're considering both because you need to have backups. I think we should try for Osimhen.
Yeah,
And before we go for what's his name, Delap, at least try. See if he's okay with the project. If he's okay with the project, then I'm okay with it. I would go for Osimhen over Delap. It just makes more sense. You should do that first. But if
yeah,
Delap is the second choice, I'm not upset with that as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think I've seen some. Obviously, there's been reports of maybe Osimhen waiting for Saudi Arabia, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just look at Osimhen. He loves money, innit? Like, he you know what I mean? He loves where the money is, man. Are United going to offer him them big wages? You know what I mean? Is it Saudi bag that he wants, man? Because I don't know, man. I've got a feeling that the Saudis thing is he's really going to feel that one.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
concerned about. That's what I'm concerned about because I'm like, is he going to want to do the project? Because this is going to be at least three
3
years
yeah.
before we get back into the Champions League. So I'm not too sure. He's gonna I don't know. I just at this point I don't want to deal with players that in 3 years they're gonna want big load of cash to stay or any kind of. We need players that are going to be committed and fight for the club right now because where we are, it's not great. It's just not great. So players need to be on side. You need that as well. For me, I don't mind scouting, getting the lap. I'm more interested in having quality or depth because what helps Chelsea is the fact that they have so many players. Like they have so many different wingers. We can't just rely on just the lap. Go get the lap, get someone else, get another person that can play striker if both of them are injured. That's when because I saw we were linked to this Italian striker recently. I don't know how true
Yeah,
that is.
I've seen that. Who was that again? The Italian striker?
I can't remember his name, but I know
Aaron
he's.
put it in the chat. Aaron put it in the chat today. I don't know. I've seen it before.
By the way,
Italian.
do any of you believe Delap will score 20 goals in the Premier League?
He can do,
bro. Was that Sam United striker scored 20 goals in the Premier League?
But then that's my problem. Then I don't think we should be signing any player.
Yeah, but not many, not players, bro. But there's not many players.
There's not many.
That come to the Premier League and bag 20, bro. It's easy to say that, but there's not many players that come in and do that, bro. You gotta get the best.
How many goals did Haaland score in the Premier League last season?
10. I think it was 10.
He scored 10. Are you sure?
10. Yeah, I'm sure it was 10 Premier League goals.
Okay, and how many goals did I thought he scored more than 10. How many goals did Jackson score last season?
I think he scored about, I don't know how he scored. Let me go check. So United last season, he scored Premier League 10 Premier League goals, 10.
So and Hoyland was we saw how he was injured for a large part of that season as well.
He's last season Jackson scored 14. He's already got 9 now.
Do you know how many chances Jackson missed as well? On top of the 14
he scored 14, 14.
So that's just 6. Because we're saying there's not many, but that's just 6 more. And Jackson's not a clinical finisher at all. Like he's not clinical at all.
Jackson scored. Yeah, go on.
Would you say Delap is more of a clinical finisher than Jackson?
It's difficult to say because of the chances, but I would say yes.
I would say if Jackson gets if Delap gets the chances that Jackson gets, I think Delap scores more goals than Jackson.
I agree.
But the thing is what Jackson doesn't have, he makes up for his movement, his his ability to drag defenders out and help Chelsea play better football. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like he does that in that aspect. But you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm just giving you
the similar too.
The reason why I'm saying the only reason why I'm saying that is just because I'm trying to like I just think United need players that are really going to improve them if they are going to, because striker's a position that if you don't get right, you could pay a high price, man. We've seen it. We've seen it with Chelsea. Chelsea spent over $1 billion and they still don't have the striker. That's very problematic. You know what I'm saying? To be spending 100 million, and then not having the strike because they've messed up. That's one of the things that probably bridges the gap for Chelsea in terms of winning trophies. You know what I'm saying? Just getting the right striker or someone you can.
Yeah, but you see how difficult it is though, because look, bro, you just used Nico Jackson as an example, but then you just used Chelsea as an example in terms of spending so much money, and yes, not finding someone who can bag over 20 Premier League goals, bro. And
I don't think it was difficult. I just think they made the wrong choice. That's the difference. Like, because there were strikers out there. Like there were strikers within the time when they had the new owners. There were strikers. I just think we got new owners, but I just think we need to make the right choice because I think.
But
Chelsea,
I think the market now is poor, bro. The market now is poor. The competition is weak, bro. It's weak, and we can't afford probably for Osimhen or Delap to go to other teams at this specific moment in time. So we got to be ruthless at the start of the summer. So yeah, man, we kind of got to make up our minds very, very quick. We got to do things quick.
I just want to comment about leaking.
I'm just sorry. I'll just say this quick. I just think that the only way to really improve the side and the only way to get back to where Ruben Amorim wants to get to, you know, winning titles, whatever, is to actually just get the guys that you know are gonna deliver, especially as a striker. I've seen it over the years. I think it makes a big difference. I think Man City in the last 3 seasons have shown that. You know, when they lost Kun Aguero and they went straight for Haaland. Without Haaland, we're not seeing a lot of these trophies that Man City won. I just think getting the guy that will score the goals, and I'm not saying that there's so many Haalands out there, but what I'm trying to say is that really makes the difference. And I think if United fall into the trap, like Saeed was saying, there are teams that try and do the, you know, like Arsenal thing where we're in this stage and we're trying to improve, but then next season we'll come, and then in the 3rd season, and then by the 4th season we'll get the Haaland, and then we'll win the treble. It doesn't always work out like that because Arsenal been building, and then Liverpool come from nowhere and they swipe the Premier League from them. And Arsenal thought if we overtake Man City, which they did this season, they'll win the league title. But then look, they had another issue. They didn't buy the striker, and that's what cost them. So I'm just looking at it from that standpoint as well. That's why I was like the right player, but also the player that you know when he comes in, he's going to deliver. That's the kind of mindset if you want to go back. But obviously, if United just want to be mediocre, kind of just, you know, Europa League, Champions League toying, then doing what we're doing now will probably work. It will probably work.
But if you think about it, though, I'm not saying we don't need a striker. We need a competent striker, right? Because right now, you can see with Højlund, his movement is lacking. He's some of the fastest player that's not great. Xerxes is not really a striker in this league. I like him in the number 10 spots. I think he can contribute, but when he plays 9, he's just not the kind of 9 that we need, right? Because he's not really doing it. He's the same things. He's not in the box. We need someone that's going to be a box presence, and neither of them are box presence at all. Right. So even when, like, I criticized Ronaldo when he was here for many things, but when we put the ball in the box, you knew he was going to get his head to it for the most part, if the cross is good. So for me, we do need that. The one thing I don't like about a lot of strikers today, they're not good in the air. Like, there's so many strikers that are not good in the air. That's one thing I think Osimhen has above all these other guys, is that if you put the ball in the air, Osimhen is going to attack it. He's going to go for that ball. I've watched Gyökeres quite a bit. I haven't seen him score many headers, even though I like Gyökeres. So you also need to ask yourself, how do you want to play? Are we going to be fizzing the ball in the ground? Are we going to cross it? It doesn't have to go in the air. But I think it's an advantage in the league today if you have a striker that can score goals with his head. I think that's something that's helped Chris Wood a lot in the league. I think that's something that's helped Mateta a lot in the league. They're really good in the air, because today, centre backs don't want to do that aerial battle as much, right? Outside of Van Dijk, how many centre backs are really that dominant in the air, I would say, in the league right now?
Not many, you know.
They're not that many.
Konate, I think.
Konate, maybe,
maybe. But really, they're not many. And Isak is good in the air as well. So, I don't know. But
Osimhen's got the ability. Osimhen has got the ability to bully defenders in this league. You know what I'm saying, guys?
That's my point.
Yeah, very scrappy. Very scrappy. He's busy. Yeah, go on.
The thing with Osimhen, though, when you get the ball to feet, are we going to see another frustration in terms of, like, going back to Lukaku, them days? Because I remember this fan base, they started to mock Lukaku and his touch and his ability to get involved in the game and his ability to be, you know, fluid. And we lost the fluidity. That's why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer put him on the right-hand side, because he said, yo, I want you over there, because when we start with you up front, we don't build anything from that side. So that's where my worry is with Osimhen, is that we will have a shock here when we realize, yo, that ball, when you play it to feet, defenders are quick, you know, now, man. They're not they're not gonna back off you, you know. They ain't gonna do Serie A thing, you know, man. Then where you're halfway line and that, and yo, listen, high line. They're gonna do that. They're gonna respect you. They're gonna say, yo, we wanna get onto your first touch, and we wanna make you look like you're average, bro. I'm seeing today Solanke. Solanke is he's a decent striker, decent to good striker. Technically, I think for me, he's come on, man. Ball, he's a decent striker. He's not.
He's decent. He's a decent striker.
So when you look at him today, I looked at him today. I was like, yo, no space on the ball, no movement in terms of he struggled massively, and I was like, because Premier League defenders now are a bit more aggressive. They're gonna get onto you now. They're not gonna let you just chill and turn and then do whatever you need to do. And that's my worry with Osimhen, is that he will be tested very, very much on that other side of the game. And it's not always about finishing. It's not always going to be about goal scoring.
It's a bit of a risk, because if you buy him now, Osimhen, you're not going to sell him for profits. He's just
you're not.
And I know Manchester United shouldn't be thinking like that, but value-wise, this is his last big move. So he needs to get him right for himself. Are we the club for him at this moment in time? I'm not so sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'm willing to take more risk with Gyökeres, because championship strikers have proven to be good when they come into the Premier League, even though he went to Portugal first. I still think if you put Gyökeres in this league, I think he'll do really well. I think with his pacing behind, his strengths, the way he combats, the way he fights, I think he'll do very well in any league. But I think, guys, we need to look at the bigger picture. It's not just the striker, because I don't think we're a good enough team anyway. I don't think we create enough for the striker. I think we need 2 number 10s. I think we need maybe 2 more wing backs. I think we need a central midfielder that can dictate the play, maybe go along to the striker when you need to. So we need all these elements, because if we get a striker right, if we get an Osimhen in, I'm not saying he's not going to score goals, but he's going to have, without all these other elements, he's going to have those dead shifts that we've seen Martial have, we've seen Højlund have, and other players as well.
I agree with you, but I just think United, as bad as they've been in the Premier League, we have missed a load of chances. Like, we wouldn't be where we are.
It's been to our wingers, though.
If you look at the amount of big chances we've created this season in the Premier League, as bad as we are, we would not be as low. Like, I'm not saying that obviously covers up the cracks. So I agree with Brian. We have to fix everything else.
I'm trying to think we
can't minimize the importance of
we've
taking our
chances. We've missed probably equal big chances as Forest have missed. But it's been mostly, it's not going to our strikers. It's going to Garnacho. It's going to players that we're not getting these right players into the right positions, right? Strikers are not the ones getting on the end of these chances. I'm not saying, but that's as a result of maybe Højlund's movement not being good enough. Zexi not getting into the box. So we are creating chances, but
we're eighth. We're eighth this season. We're eighth.
So
I mean, we need a whole new rebuild.
We need a whole new attack.
Because if we're talking about just the striker, it's not just the striker. You could bring Osimhen in the summer, but he could be hung out to dry, man. It's as simple as that. Especially what Saeed said with like Lukaku and things like that. Even when Lukaku was starving in terms of, you know, a bit of service, etc. When Pogba was injured, for example, and things like that. Bro, he's still like, he was very clinical, but it was the ugly side of the game we didn't like, innit? So
yeah,
bro, you got to build around it. And the funniest thing is, I used to say this years ago when we had the Rashfords and the Hayers of this world. When the Hayer used to save points for us, when we used to go and score goals on the transition, like when we used to go to the bridge, the Etihad, etc., and we used to snatch and grab and win games, I used to say, imagine if we didn't have these clinical players. Imagine if we didn't have this type of goalkeeper. Where would we be?
Yep.
And that's where we are now, blood.
Exactly.
That's exactly where we are now. So it's a whole new rebuild. It's a whole new, and we've been riding our luck for years, bro. So this was about to happen. This was our fate, bro. This was our fate. So,
but
yeah, man.
But in addition to your point, that's the difference, though. That's the quality that puts you in those positions where United end up second in the league, and you're thinking, bro, like, we've kind of rid our luck. But it's still the individual players That, and I think people forget that, because you can look at a million systems, but the individual players are the quality that makes the system work.
Facts.
I.e., when you look at Man City's top players and the form dropping, yeah, you could see it's the end of the cycle for those players. But look at the difference between Man City's level of performance with Pep still being the manager and the same system. Even, you know how Pep always changes the system during the season. It's not made any difference. They've bought new players. You've not really seen it. It's because the quality of De Bruyne and that pass he would play to Haaland made a difference. You know what I'm saying? Bernardo Silva, like the level of quality will always make the difference to the system. You see what I'm saying? That's why even when Brian always mentions, you know, bringing Cunha, bro, you'll see a drastic difference in how Manchester United's 10s play just by having someone like, just adding Cunha and then having Ahmad. You'll be like, whoa, like this system's not too bad, is it? Just because of the quality that Cunha possesses. And I think sometimes people focus on the system, but don't miss the quality of the player and the difference it makes. Like you were saying, that David De Gea, like how many saves did he make, or Rashford or Lukaku? All those goals, the Pogba assist, and bro, we was like second, third, fourth. Like we were always there or thereabouts. You see what I'm saying? And when you take it away, no matter what system, and that we had Oli at them times, bro. Like it's not like the master tactician or football, but now you take away the top quality players, you're left, you see where we really are. Like you can see that, wow, it actually it makes a difference, man. You know what I'm saying? We drop.
We also need to bring players that will come in and gel. I think massive personalities is one too. I mean, even mentioning that squad back then, they all gelled, bro. They were like the Nottingham Forest team of back then, you know, doing the social media thing, dancing, vibing, etc., etc. We need that sort of. But again, I think the fans now need to kind of be a bit more patient in terms of on the recruitment side of things as well. I'm not calling for the fans to be patient, etc. I don't want my head chopped off. But one thing I'm saying is the reality is different from what we want, innit? That's the gods on the street.
Facts.
Now, if we could go out there and go and find players who would gel, someone who obviously, you know, will fit Amarin's system, but that's also versatile. Sorry, we also need versatile players just in case, worst case scenario. That's the God's honest truth, because clearly Amarim's not the best tactician. That's the God's honest truth, innit? So if you go and get some versatile players of character, not the biggest egos in the world, bro. We need someone who's just gonna come in, try to gel with the team, but just play for the badge, bro. That's the God's honest truth. Come in, play for the badge, have that sort of quality as well. Bro, 2025, whether we like it or not, it's about PMP, innit? So go and get me some athletic players as well. You can obviously adapt to the Prem or Premier League proven players, innit?
You said something right there, though. I think with Amorim making the transition from the Portuguese Super League to the Premier League, I think he's realized that we need PMP for this system to work. Because you needed to understand that the transitional play in the Premier League, it's crazy. Like the team that I've seen,
bro, it's a lot of teams, man, that play that way.
That's
now.
what I'm saying. The team that I've actually seen that transitions the quickest is probably Bournemouth, and it's seconds, bro. Like you're literally attacking, and before you know it, they've got players, and they're so fit, they can do it for a 90-minute. So you can't put in your mind that they're Old Trafford, they're gonna get tired. They're not going to get tired, bro. I've seen them do it away at so many different grounds. And because of that, I think Amorim has to we just have to go for PMP. If you want to work with this system, a lot of the players, majority, have to be PMP. That we have no choice, bro, because you can't be having isolated centre backs against fast wingers and stuff like that. Like it's not gonna make sense, bro.
Yeah. Someone was saying about Ekatike. Ekatike. He's on the same boat as a Sesko and them, man. They're not convincing enough for me, but they've got their qualities, and they're one of them where you have to almost like, I don't know, it's a gamble, isn't it? You don't know what they're gonna become, but if you get them like a Isak, remember Isak, he wasn't proven at Real Sociedad. He had flashes of brilliance.
Bro, they're two different players, man. Etikite's got Bambi legs and that, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched him at Sociedad, and he was on crud. Even when he played in,
But it still was a gamble, though. It still was a gamble. If you got him at that time.
It wasn't, bro. Because when he played in the Euros, I think he was 20 or 21 for Sweden, and he was unreal. So even when they signed him, I said, yo, 60 million is actually cheap because of his style of play and the way he can improve. But when you're looking at Sesko and Ekitike, there's lots of parts to the game that's like, I'm not really sure. And we've seen them play, innit? Like, it's just like, and Ekitike, I've seen him PSG as well. I don't know, man. Like, especially it's very difficult to especially looking at the Bundesliga. When players do well there, it's hard to just say they'll be good when they come to Prem. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not a striker who stays central as well. He loves to put us in that left area. Yeah. He loves to exactly, bro. And again, bro, it's the same. But his first touch, Sesko's first touch is decent, Zora, but Etikite, whatever his name, his first touch is a bit like he's having an argument, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a bit like he's having an argument. It's scrappy, bro. You get it, bro? He's chasing the second touch. And I'm not on that no more. I'm not on that no more, bro. Do you get it? I need technical security up there if you're not going to get me goals, isn't it? It's as simple as that.
But you know what though, Babouche, as much as he's a quality, like he's not like he's not like a player that likes to have the ball close to his feet. Like he's not that sort. He's another one similar in terms of like he can run with the ball better. He's a ball carrier. He can run in behind. He likes to go from the left channels, central. Like we're seeing these more of like these sort of strikers are becoming more relevant where they're not a winger, they're not a striker, they're like an in between. They're like maybe a 9.5, like Xerxes said.
Well, Xerxes has no pace. If Xerxes had pace, he'd be a demon. He'd be a
hey, bro, people say he has no pace, but he has got a bit of pace. I think people just
he's fat, but he's not electric for like the Premier League where he can
he's not electric.
Get past the player.
He's not.
My strike would be Cunha, but he wants titles, innit? So
listen. I think if you go to Cunha and you say, listen, we're going to make you part of the project. We're going to give you the number 10. We're going to make you the guy, right? To me, that would be a very appealing to a player like him because players can say, hey, I want titles, I want this thing. But if you bring the right project to them, you can convince them to join. I don't think Cunha will say no to Manchester United because then again, listen, people always say, oh, Arsenal are going to come for him or Chelsea, oh, this club's going to come. All these clubs have their own priorities. Cunha might not be number one, especially for his release cost price. Manchester United might have an opportunity to go there and like, listen, Arsenal are looking at Sesko or Enquiries or whatever. All these other clubs are looking at other people. We want you to make our number one. And if you go there with that kind of energy, you'd be like, listen, Manchester United are showing me the most love. Like players are like very straightforward. If you come in there with the aggression needed to sign a player, you can get him. But is the question if Manchester United want to do it or not? I don't know.
Let me look at the Premier League top scorers right now. Let me just quickly look at so I really want to know who's the top scorers right now in the Premier League. Right,
I swear it's Salah, Haaland, Isak, bro, Chris Wood,
and then go and look after that.
Right, and Buemo's even in that one. I know he's got a lot of penalty goals in Buemo, but he's in there. Cole Palmer, that's crazy. He's been off for like about 3 months, like two months, and that not been playing to his best. Wisa 14. Cunha's had a 5-game ban, 6-game ban. Ollie Watkins 13. Justin Kluivert's got about 10 penalties.
See what I mean? Point proven, man. Point proven, bro. It's hard to bag in the Prem, bro. I'm showing you
it's
this.
It's hard to bag
in the last few years, bro. It's hard to bag. You've got to be one of the Chris Wood, bro. Top 3. Chris Wood, bro.
But bro, you can't say that because even at Burnley, he always got over 10.
Don't matter. So do you want to go sign Chris Wood? You want to go sign Chris Wood, bro?
There's some seasons. What's his name? Chris Wood got 4 or 5 goals, not all the time.
Come on, bro.
Sean Larson's got 10,
right? That's gonna guarantee you that many goals.
Yeah, man, I got a bounce.
Hard, man.
Big up Kubala. How's Sean Larson got 10 goals? Yeah, love, bro, love. How's Sean Larson got 10 goals, man? That's crazy. Right, fair play,
He's got like listen, Cunha, he's had a good link-up play with Cunha. They've played well together. If I'm being totally honest. So again, this is what I mean. Like for me, my number one signing will be Cunha. And I know people have heard me say this, and I've said it a lot on Twitter. Like for me, Cunha, if you have Cunha and Ahmad in the 10s, and you sign a good striker, you're okay. You're gonna be okay in the league, like in terms of goals. Now, I would like another right 10. I'd like another left 10, and I would like a striker. I would like 3 forwards to come in because we can't rely on Ahmad all season because the last 2 seasons he's had bad injuries. So I wouldn't be able to just be confident and just relying on Ahmad. If Ahmad gets injured, who plays right 10? Mason Mount. So we need a right 10. If left to me, it'd be Mbuemo. I'd go sign Premier League players.
Mbuemo, I'm telling you, man.
You get Mbuemo, you get Cunha. The money is there. One, if you sell Rashford, you sell Sancho, if you sell Anthony, maybe someone will pay for him. The money is there to go sign these players. People keep on saying Man United have no money. Money is there. We just have to be careful with how much we can spend. That's it, guys. Like, relax. Like, most that will happen.
Does fit the system. I think he does fit the system. I think he can play right 10. I think he can play forward as well if he needs to. Like, there's very, very much like it's fluid for him, bro. Like,
who's that? Mbuemo.
Yeah, Mbuemo. Yeah, I think
he's very versatile. Very
versatile, bro.
He can play lone striker. Again, he can play lone striker if you need him to. Yeah, you know, if players are injured, he can play lone striker if you need him to. So that's why I like him. So the question
I'm worried about, you know what it is, Mandem, is that Man United are where they are right now, and we're basically telling these clubs like Brentford and them, man, that we want to go ahead of you next season. Because right now, no, I'm just saying that money does talk here, but clubs like Brentford will demand a high fee because not only are you taking one of their best players here, but you're saying, right, you know what, we're going to finish ahead of you next season, which again, that's where I'm like, I don't know if there's a guarantee that Man United finish ahead
of these you
guys,
never know what, because you never know what could happen with these Premier League proven players. All right, cool. What did Liverpool base their model around? More Premier League proven players.
Yeah,
where did they get Van Dijk from? Where did they get Mane from?
Southampton.
Lallana. All of these, Chamberlain, they built their model of Premier League players. So if you go and do that, you never know what could happen, but it will definitely build you a baseline. The base level will improve. If we can improve the base level and start acting on there, then we're talking. But we can go out there and take your risks and go and sign your big money signings, but they're risks. But if you go and get Premier League proven players, go and get Brentford's best player in Mbuemo. Go do it. Yeah. Go and get Bournemouth's best player, Kirkes. Go get these players, and then, bro, the baseline will improve.
Most of their flops, Liverpool, funny enough, have been players they signed outside of the Premier League. Even us, we've been doing it. We need to stop. We just need to next season, 90% of our transfers need to be within the Premier League. It may cost more money, but that's just what we need to do. That's why I don't mind going for a Tyler Dibling. I don't mind going for a Delap. I don't mind going for these guys because I'm like, listen, they might cost a little bit more money, but I know they are ready for the Premier League. They're not going to come in here and be shocked. Oh my God, the league is the pace of the league is too fast. Like, you keep hearing all these players saying this stuff. Yeah, like the pace of the, I'm like,
what about okay? So we've been linked with today, man, like Eze. Apparently, 50 million is what Palace are asking for.
The fans are not gonna lie, Eze.
Why,
bro? They don't like a man that has that lethargic playing style. The only man that they love with that playing style was Berbatov, bro. The only man that they love with, and why? That man had dogs around them.
Got a lot of stick too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He got a lot of stick when Tevez and them man started to leave. Do you get what I'm saying? I promise you, Eze comes in this squad, especially off the ball, these men are gonna be effing and blinding at him because this man don't, even when he's pressing, he don't look like he's pressing. It's the same thing with Pogba, bro. I remember there was a season where Pogba basically covered the most yards for us, you know. He covered the most yards and he got abused. Bro, he got abused. That's gonna happen to Eze. So I don't know, man. Like, I would love these players, but again, for their peace of mind, and you got to remember, those type of players have to be in the right minded state to go and perform, you know. The Ezes, the Cherkis, all of these players, the Cunhas, all of them, man, they got to feel loved.
Cunha is different, though. Cunha is different.
Yeah.
That's the one guy.
Bro, but he's a hothead, bro. Go watch Wolves, bro. Bro, Molyneux's 5 minutes down the road from me, bro. My man is a hothead. It's just like a Bruno
that's
thing.
Why he'll do well here. That's why he'll do well United for me, because that hothead, right? He'll work hard. He'll chase down balls. He'll tackle players. He'll get the fans going. Like he will say, like why I've wanted Cunha for a long time is because he's the kind of player that's like, give me the ball. I'm gonna go try and win this game on my own. Like he's that kind of player. And with Manchester United, if the team is losing, like he'll carry the team on his back. Like he's not going to like be afraid or anything like that. So if the fans are going to give him, he's going to get angry. And when Cunha plays angry, bro, you saw him when we played Wolves that one time.
Bro.
He played our whole team, bro.
You know what though? Let me say something about
anyone can bully us, man. Come on, man. Elanga bullied us, bro.
Elanga doing banded. Yo, listen. Let me say something about Eze. Yeah, Eze. Again, the thing is for me, it's like I don't want players that play when they feel like playing, bro. I'm tired of that now. I want players that, no matter what, they're up for it, that they feel like they're on it today, bro. I'm not saying this is who he is and this character and that and what he like, bro. I just feel like for me, I expect more from Eze. I know Eze's a baller, but when I watch games and you know me, I'm on watch-alongs every day. I'm like, yo, where's Eze? Where's Eze today? But when I see him against Fulham, I'm like, that's the Eze that I want.
Yeah,
that's the Eze. I'm like, yo. But when I watch Eze, sometimes I'm like, yo, the game's just going past him. He's just kind of almost like it's a bit too easy, bro, for a player of his talent, bro. I don't know sometimes if he wants it enough in the game, if he wants to be involved. But when he's got the ball, and also the biggest one for me is that he isn't, for a midfielder. I think he could get more goals, more assists. Not saying that that should be the embodiment of a player, but I look at him and I'm like, not clinical, love. You're not a killer. You're not a killer, bro.
Yeah.
So I've seen a short documentary of Eze growing up, because obviously I'm from South London myself, innit? And
come on.
With Eze, one thing that was, kind of mentioned about him over and over and over again, hence why he was getting released so much growing up, was the fact that he's so talented, but you have to tell him to switch on all the time. And clearly, he's even carried that at Palace, because you will have spells when you're watching Match of the Day or Sky Sports, blah, 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 when my man's scoring blinders week in, week out, but then for a purple patch, he just goes silent. He goes missing. And you go and watch Palace games, sometimes even when we're playing Palace, a man will just be sleeping, but then he will have 20 minutes of brilliance. Again, Saeed, should we be signing players like that, bro? Bro, this here it's not no puppy show. We don't come here to breastfeed people, to put bibs on people, to do any sort of babysitting. This is no longer a babysitting club. We need to get rid of that sort of model, bring in players who want it, players who are hungry. I like Eze. Eze's my type of baller, bro. If you know my content, you know already, blood. But at the end of the day, go and get me people who are hungry, you want to fight for the badge.
But then again, Turkey, I'm not saying it's similar to Eze, but like, is it either getting one or the other? You can't get two. You know what I'm trying to say?
Bro, again, it's a similar thing, bro. Turkey's a baller as well. He's younger as well. That's what we need.
He'll be much cheaper as well. Much cheaper.
He'll be much cheaper as well. But again, bro, you gotta deep it, man. These are the type of they're luxury players for me. I've watched Turkey play, bro. He's a luxury player, bro, and it's got to be on his vibe. If the vibe's not going his way, again, bro, the fans and that, they're gonna turn on him, and no one gives no young player time no more, especially if they're foreign. If they got something about them, if they got a bit of character, panache or whatever, bro, the fans are not gonna give them time. They're gonna be like, yo, 90 minutes, what can you do? Simple as that.
Yep. So, the truth is that Manchester United is, even though they are rivals, Liverpool, we're a lot like Liverpool in a sense, whereby the fans want a certain kind of player. Right, you see the way Mo Salah plays. I know people criticize him on all that stuff, but you see what Mo Salah does. Even Mane as well. Those are the kind of forwards we need. Where Ronaldo, Rooney were here, Those are the danger clinical on its 90 minutes. You don't need to tell Rooney to be up for a game, bro.
You don't need to, man.
You don't need
to.
So those are the kind of forwards you need. You need players that are just going to be on it. 90 minutes. Obviously, they need the technical ability, you need the physical ability, you need the goal scoring. It's gonna be you're not going to find a way Rooney now, but you need to find players with certain traits where they're like, okay, they can carry the ball, they can pick up the ball, they can battle with 2-3 defenders around them, they can get past people. You know, they can when they are in front of goal, they're clinical. So for me, that's why I'm like, okay, what can we?
He plays at 7-8 out of 10 every week, man.
Every
That's
week,
where we're at right now.
Every week. That's why for me, I've been following Cunha for the most part. Like, you need to go to these clubs. When Mane was at Southampton, what was one thing Mane always used to do? He used to put Southampton on his back and like, I'm going to win this game for my team. I'm the guy. Like, that's what we need. We need to go find those players in teams around us, lower than us, that put the team on their back and say, I'm the guy. I'm going to win this game for. Like, Ahmad has done it for us this season. Unfortunately, he's been injured. But we need more players like him that's going to come in. Listen, because we're not going to play perfect football all the time. But we just know we're not playing perfect football right now. So we need forwards that can win us games. That's what we need right now. Those are the kind of
it's for me, like, obviously, I don't know if you've seen the thing about Mason Mount, but apparently the manager likes him, innit? And the thing is with Mason Mount, I seen something today about, he may get surgery.
I don't know how true that is, though, but I saw that myself.
I seen that source, and they were saying that source is reliable, but I don't know if that source is reliable or not. But it's like, I don't know what it is with this manager, bro. His persistence with this, bro. Like, even someone was putting on there about David Honesty saying that the manager likes him and that, etc., etc. I'm like, broski, like, yo.
Saeed, a manager can like a player, but again, it's up to the club. Like, what is he going to do? He can't sell him. He can't play him because he's been injured a lot. What's he going to do?
He's wasting the position right now in a minute, I think, for me.
Like, I think, like, again, you also need to look at the English press. The English press do this all the time. Yeah, the manager likes him. Well, okay, let's check his nationality. He's English. You see with Maguire. Oh, yeah, the manager likes him. But is he the kind of player that he actually needs? We always see when English players, I've seen them do this constantly.
Yeah.
The manager likes him. But is he does the manager really rate him like that? We don't know. But going off what the journalist said. So for me, we need, again, sign the players. Ineos's job is not to put little briefings about Mason Mount to all these guys and say, oh yeah, the manager likes him. We're gonna try and
bro. For me, it just seems like the teacher's pet thing, man. It's a teacher's pet thing. He probably shows up every day, before everyone else, the last one to leave. He always goes in the manager's office, asks questions. Manager, did I do well today? Blah blah blah. Before he goes sleep, sending text messages with kiss on the end and that. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's a teacher's pet thing. However, that's my major red flag with Amorim. It's the players that he really likes and he goes on about. It's the players that he wants to build around, bro. And Mason Mount.
We had this discussion before. We had this discussion about Bruno, and I'm like, guys. The reason why managers keep playing Bruno is because he's always available.
But that's
whether you like Bruno or not.
Okay.
He's always available with Bruno Fernandes, at least with Bruno Fernandes in particular. And when you look at the rest of the squad, at any given point in time, players have been injured. So a manager is always going to like a player he can rely on. This is the basics of football. If I'm a manager and I know this guy is always available, you make my life easier because I know I can trust you with tactics. But if a player is always getting injured and all that kind of stuff, and is constantly picking up the snacks, and it's very frustrating for a manager, you're not going to like that player as much. So that's why for me, the Mason Mount thing is kind of strange because I think he's praised him, but he also said we need more players that are always going to be constantly available, like Bruno Fernandes.
Nah, but you can't keep going on that context though, because even the other day, when obviously the Real Madrid links come in, Amorim saying the guy's going nowhere.
What do you expect him to say though?
I understand, bro. I understand, but at the same time, you can say you don't know what's gonna happen. You can say you don't know or whatever. Again, saying that we need players like him. We need to build around players like him. Bro, he's very deliberate with what he says about Bruno Fernandes. Let's not get it twisted, bro. And he raves on about him. It's the same thing with Mason Mount that we was just speaking about, bro. So it's major red flags to me. Now, we could come here and do the hypothetical thing, yeah? But at the end of the day, we need to kind of listen to what the manager's word is. Now, say, for example, he does go in next season. Mason Mount was to stay fit throughout preseason, and he goes, yeah, I feel like he's going to be my guy for next season, and Bruno, etc., etc. Mason Mount then breaks down. Bruno's again pulling stinkers, etc. He's not built the team around the new strikers or whatever it is. The core basically looks the same, set up to fail. Simple
I
as
don't.
that.
The reason why I'm like, I don't see that being the case because again, you have Ugarte. People don't like Ugarte, even though in the last game we took Ugarte off. Did we get better in midfield? I don't think we did. If anything, we got worse.
We didn't really. Let's be honest.
I know Ugarte is not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm just saying we took him off. They started running through our midfield a lot more, and we didn't even control the game. We need someone better in possession than him, and I think Amorim would even agree with you because he subbed them off. I don't think it's purely tactical. I think internationals, and he needed a break, and he had a very intense game all the way in that high altitude. So again, I know people have PTSD, and because they see certain players, the manager might say this, they get concerned. But I'm like, Amorim is not like that. He's very fixated on what his system needs. But if you don't give him the kind of player he needs, he's going to try and make it work. Like right now when he was playing Dalot left wing back. Have you seen Dalot play left wing back since this guy came in? No. You haven't seen him. For 95%, 96, 99% of the games, you've been seeing only Dogu play in that position. Give him the right players and you play system. He had to play Ahmad right wing back, right? To get him to get the kind of wing back he needs. So I don't see him again. Bruno Fernandes, he is our most advanced attacking midfielder, but he's not playing him in that position. He's playing him deeper because he knows Bruno struggles in those tighter areas. So at the end of the day, I know people have PTSD, but again, he's not Ole. He's not Ten Hag. Give him the quality players.
Yeah, listen. My thing is, I need to know what man likes in it. You feel me? Like we will find out this season. Yeah. Obviously, a lot of it depends on what Ineos do. Yeah, but we'll find out what the caliber. It's like when a man's cooking. You see, when a man cooks, yeah, if he's not seasoning his food, we know what man is. You know what I mean?
Of course.
If man don't season his food, bro, we know what he type of person he is. That's whatever if he's saying, yo, listen, I like this sort of player and that, then we start to say, you know what? We were moving mad last season because we were looking at a team that didn't resemble his style, resemble what he liked. You feel me? like. And
yeah, but I mean, look, but even elite pundit, bro, you were so quick to say that. How many times has things clicked for him, and then he's just changed it like that? I've seen Manu have one of his best games in United top in a 10 shirt, then he goes to play him in the 9. Ahmad was cooking right wing back, and then he goes and plays him in the 10, and he's seen in the 10 he's not as impactful. He doesn't carry the team the same, but he will still persist with him there. Yeah, he's made a few mistakes, and again with the Dalot thing. When Dorgu's come, he still played. When he first came, Dalot started left wing back, and he played Dorgu was right wing back.
You know what? And then you know why? Texino. I feel like he's one of them where he likes to experiment something because later on it can give him a bit of. I don't know. I feel like these other coaches though they like this feeling of if I get it right, like I'm a good coach, like I can give myself a pat on the back. I want to try something different. But I don't think
if you get it right, why are you going to change it?
We don't have a balanced team. You're never going to see a completely balanced situation all the time. He's always going to have to do a tweak. The reason why he plays, he had, Dalot play left wing back that time. I had Dog on the right. He likes his right wing back to invert sometimes, especially with his left foot. That's why these Quenda links were very strong. And that's why we're even linked with the other Portuguese wing back as well. So for me, again, it's not out of the realms of what Amorim has done. It's not ridiculous because that's his system. He's done it before. Left wing back, where Dalot has played sometimes, he's had Garnacho come to shift out wide and Dalot plays on the inside. He said it before. Dalot likes playing on the inside, and that's where Ten Hag had been using him for the most part. So next season, if you sign a proper right wing back, you're not going to see Dalot play. You're just not going to see him play because Amorim is going to play what he likes for his system. If you play him, if you use the wing back that suits him, same thing with left wing back. So at the end of the day, I think I know people are concerned. I'm not Bruno Fernandes' biggest fan. I don't like Bruno, but I told Saeed, you were there. I told you. I said,
of course.
I said if he comes in, Bruno is not going to play number 10. But if he's going to play, he's going to play central midfield. And that's what's happened. So for me, I know, like Amorim is transparent. It's not a secret. I know people were upset. Oh, why did he play Menu in the number 9? He wanted someone that was technical, that could hold possession, that could allow.
No, but that wasn't even my point, bro. My point was the game prior to that. He played in the 10 and he played probably one of his best games in the United.
Why did he change it?
Just based on performance. Now, he changed it clearly because he didn't believe in Højlund or Xerxes. However, you still have to play one of the two. You played Menu in the 9 based off the same sort of playing style that Xerxes has. So why would you not just play Xerxes in the 9 and Menu in the 10? Bro, if you
different though.
No, but again, the similarity. What Amorim wanted from his 9 was someone who could drop deep and link in. What else did he want? He didn't want someone who could run in the channels or something, because Manu wasn't doing that. And when he tried to do that, that's when he looked poor in the 9. But in the first 20 minutes, when he dropped deeper and he started linking play, etc., we started to expand going forward. So it was working only for 20 minutes due to something that Xerxes can already do, and that's
the reason. The reason why, though, if you remember that game, he scored in that game, right? But the reason is because Menu was getting into the position in the box.
Yes,
his box movement was
but
better.
not doing anything.
We saw it in the last game. We just saw it in the last game against Nottingham Forest. Xerxes' box movement is abysmal.
Bro, it's bad, man. It's bad.
You see the movement by Maguire. Maguire had to come into the pitch. You
see the video, brother? You see the video?
I saw it, even with the Højlund, like people are gonna be like, well, okay, but the manager, if you're the manager and you're seeing this and you're like, man, my team might do everything right, but there's no striker in the box. There's no one on the box to finish. So what's the point? We'll do all the good work. We'll look up, there's no one in the box. So for him, it's like, let me try something. People were saying, at least the people were getting on Amorim for trying something, not trying anything. He tried something, it didn't work.
No, there was nothing. There was nothing wrong with him trying anything. I think my point here, what you may be failing to understand from me, bro, is the fact that he moved Manu from the 10 position, and he was our best player in the game prior. That's exactly what I mean. Now, even looking at this video, bro, you know, most of those chances were in like the last 10 minutes, bro. When he changed the formation for the first time ever, played 2 up top. And again, the 2 he played up top was Maguire and Højlund. Why have you never tried Xerxes and Højlund as a 2 up top? No, he hasn't. Not together. Not together. With one person behind them. With one person behind them, trying to link them up. When's he done that?
Fulham at home, I think it was, or something like that.
He's tried it. Wasn't it more new? I think it was more Newcastle where he had like 2 of them up. He had 2 of them up top and had 1 behind him or something. But it didn't work, and he had to change it completely and brought Menu.
He's done it against Ipswich as well. I think there was a couple. Yeah. There's been a few games, but there's not been any chemistry though. There's not been.
I just don't think they work together. I wanted to see it, but the way both of them play, they're not on the same wavelength. Xerxes wants to play a certain way. I think he's better in the 10. And Højlund wants to stretch the play and going behind. So them playing together in a 2. Now that I've seen it, I don't think it's really gonna work. So
but listen, you don't put 2 strikers together and think it's gonna work first time, bro. It's 2 strikers. Their game is meant to complement each other because they're 2 different types of strikers, so they're meant to complement.
But then again, when you got Garnacho, when you got Garnacho not passing to Dorgo on the overlap, and you've got like a disconnect in the forward line, bro. Like, let's be honest, like, look, Bruno don't really fizz the ball into the strikers. He fizzes the ball into space. Like, Bruno's not playing the ball directly in for the strikers and feeding them.
That's why he's a lousy number 10. And I've said this for years.
Yeah, bro.
I said it with Bruno Fernandes. I was like, Bruno Fernandes is number 8. He's not number 10. I said it for years.
No, he's an 8. He's an 8 in that system.
Yeah, but one thing, I'm not gonna blame Bruno all the time when it comes to our build-up play, because everyone else who tries to punch it into our strikers are no better. The quality is no better.
I'm just saying, as a number 10, as a number 10,
I don't agree with
bro. He's
You know-
not. He's not the guy.
Yeah. You know, for me, yeah, big up to MDR Summarizer, big up the panel, Saeed, the best content creator on YouTube, big up, bro. I'm really used to the pot. Hope this gets better. 20 plus shots, 10 corners, and no goals. Xerxes 10, Bruno 8, and Garnacho impact on the right. You know what's bad today? Yeah, big up Muppeteers. They put something on Twitter today. They were like, "Yo, what's that United's best front three?" And I went Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, innit?
I saw that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, what is this guy here saying? He's hung Rashford out to dry. Stephen Bracknell's hits out on Ruben Amorim's treatment of Rashford. Who the hell is this guy? Who's Stephen Bracknell?
I have no idea who that is.
Steve Bracknell, man. What the who is he? We find out. I was just looking online there. Is he an actor or something? Musical artist. He's on Under the Cosh. Get out of it about his hits out on his treatment, man. But yeah, we're saying about like what's United's best front three? What's United's most like, and then I was like, bro, I don't know. Everything's dead, bro. We don't know.
Bro,
It's all dead.
I had a whole day of going at Rashford stands, bro. I can't. I'm sorry. Listen,
I'm just saying that we don't know what's our best front three, bro. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I couldn't tell you right now.
we don't have a best front three. We just don't, because we don't have a good striker.
Yeah.
We don't have a permanent right hand, and we don't have a left hand. We don't have a front three.
Mm.
We have a Make-A-Wish Foundation front three right now. That's what we are doing right now. We don't have a front three that is consistent to any level. So for me, that's the big thing. That's the number one thing. And it's hard for me to, I know people are not happy with Amorim, but I'm like, it's hard for me to go in on him when I know the quality of what he has to deal with. That front three, if you give it to any coach in this league, you're killing him. You're just killing him.
Yeah.
You're just killing him. Take our front three, stick it to Nottingham Forest.
Xerxes, Ericsson, Garner. Everyone in the chat right now, just give me your front three, man. And obviously, it's
best is are we saying Ahmad injured?
Well, is everyone fit? Yeah, everyone fit.
No. What with the ones that are available? Everyone available right now. So for example, Man City on the weekend. Who's your front three?
I play Xerxes left hand. I play Hoyland striker, and I play Garnacho right wing.
I feel like
that's our best. That's our best.
I feel like we need to drop Garnacho just for the piss take that he did on the week on. Bro, I'm saying you know the amount of Garnacho fans here that have been on my Twitter, my Instagram, sorry, my TikTok today. Bro, go check my TikTok here. I have got. Let me just check it right now. Let me show you my TikTok right now. Yeah.
Why they're going at you,
bro? Going at me. 1,700 comments, bro. 1,000. Like some of them, don't get me wrong, they're saying facts, yeah. But all of them are saying, where was Ronaldo when he was young?
Oh, no. Man's not hearing that, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Man's not hearing that, bro. Yo, Garnacho's not better than James, yo. I'm showing you this. He's not better than Daniel James.
He's not perfect, but not hearing this.
What are we doing, man?
Bro, them man, they were like, yo, listen, blaming your youngster after a loss. I disagree. Garnacho is young and it's exciting to watch him play. That got like 31 comments, but then he got 102 likes. Someone said Garnacho and exciting. Bro, it's crazy, bro. I swear down, bro. Like, someone said here, everyone said this when Ronaldo joined Man United.
Oh, God, please.
I told you, these men watch the games with the commentary on loud, bro. Real talk, bro.
Someone goes here, he has no problem with Eric Ten Hag's system. Ruben Amorim is a real fraud. He's 20 and Man United rest on his shoulders. Calm down. Man.
Saeed, no. I don't know. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it.
1,700 comments. Go check it, guys. Go on my TikTok and you see it. A lot of I got cooked in them comments, you know. Man was saying to me, bro, and it's like TikTok in the text, you know. It's a different sort of algorithm, you know. You thought YouTube algorithm is different. Go on TikTok algorithm, bro. Go on TikTok algorithm. Then you don't see the game the way we see the game.
Because they watch football in highlights, bro. This
I
generation,
know.
they'll watch
saying,
football in highlights. Like Jesus.
That's why I respect. Yeah, there's 611 people here. I respect people that comment on YouTube the most. I feel like YouTube, the people that are on YouTube have got the best ball knowledge. Because you know why? Because I feel like when they come here, they watch an hour and a half, and we're debating. You see on TikTok and Instagram,
bro, most of my fans are from TikTok, bro. I'm nearly on 10,000 as well, bro. You can't have me dissing my fans, bro, because I'm gonna bring the entourage, bro. We're gonna bring the
yours is different though. Yours is different though. You're saying you're teaching a man ball. But I feel like when you're on TikTok and Instagram, it's sound bites. So it's like a minute clip. It's like a minute clip. Whereas I feel like on YouTube we discuss it, we debate it, and I feel like I'm gonna tell you why Garnacho is rubbish. I've just put out a clip because my editor has he's put out a clip there. He said, yo, this is the clip that I put out there. So it's like, bro, like, everyone just relax, bro.
You see, first of all, please, never in this world compare Cristiano Ronaldo and Garnacho. Yeah, in no way similar.
Bro.
They're not on the same planet.
Ronaldo, like, when he came to the oh my God.
Are you insane? Listen, if you're young, if an 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo came into this league now, he'd be the best player.
Exactly. And this is what people keep forgetting. People keep forgetting. When he was young, he was destroying guys. You think Fergie signed him, what, because he was playing darts or something? No, he was tearing up Johnny Evans.
Bro.
Tearing him up, bro. What are we talking about?
I don't know if you see Monts, man. He made an absolute horrendous statement. He said Ronaldo is closer to Salah than he is to Hazard. I said, what? But don't even dare compare the two. Don't you dare, bro. Are you mad? Don't you dare, bro, compare the two together.
He's better than both of them combined. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
In terms of what Ronaldo used to do this is why I hate Ronaldo, ever since he started the Sui thing, because he changed. He changed, and he just changed into a man that cared about goals. But people need to remember Ronaldo before the Suis, before the Botox.
Bro, he was ridiculous.
This man was a different specimen of a footballer. He used to carry games by the scruff. Give me the ball at the touchline, and I'm going to rip up 3-4 man and slap it top bins. Garnacho was not on that. And Ronaldo was doing that from a young age, just not consistently. Don't get it twisted. Bro, what League Cup final games and that, he was all tearing up Wigan and shit like that. You get it? Garnacho's not Millwall, sorry. Bro, he's never in his life torn up a team, bro. Bro, someone being exciting and running at a man don't mean nothing. I'm telling you, what Cristiano Ronaldo used to do, they used to call him the show pony, bro. That was his nickname, the show pony. Go and watch CR7. Go run it back, bro. You're gonna see a complete difference.
Went to Highbury.
I was just about to say that.
Killing man. Highbury. You know the kind of defenders Arsenal had in that time. Guys, stop. Stop. I don't want to hear it again.
The first goal Ronaldo scores in that game. Do you think Garnacho can lock his left ankles and slap it for a corner on the back thing? He can't do that, bro. He's slapping it over the bar. You saw it against Spurs. He has no composure, especially in the big moments. I get out there, man. I don't want to hear it again.
Garnacho misses open
goals.
Bro,
one-on-one on a consistent basis this season. He's missed, I guarantee you, at least 10 one-on-ones. 10. He's not as fast as Ronaldo. He's not as strong as Ronaldo. He's not good in the air. You're not close. He can't dribble. Why he can't dribble? The same? Is it because he looks like a caricature version of Ronaldo or something because of his jawline?
Exactly.
Bro, the gimmick has been mad. I can't believe
it. Ronaldo was doing stepovers that we've never seen before, bro. Stepovers that we've never seen before. Yeah, they look a bit erratic, but I'm telling you, they were quick and crazy. Bro, his feet were crazy. There was a point where he was racing Bugattis. He was a different specimen of an athlete too, bro. No, like, come on, like, don't do this, man. Don't do this.
You know what it is, but I think obviously because the fact that he latched onto Ronaldo at a young age, innit, when he was 18, and he was there, innit, and obviously he's his idol. You know what I mean? Can I do your celebration and that? Obviously, there, everyone was like, yo, man, we got an heir to the throne here. We got someone that can basically be our next Ronaldo. Then he got that song. And then everything there became that pressure of, yo, this is our guy, man. Let's nurture him.
If he at least played like Ronaldo in a way, right? Because we saw what's his name? This was the difference. This is when Nani was with actually peak Ronaldo. Nani tried to be like him, right? At least if he was like Nani, I'd be like, okay, maybe he's trying to be like. He doesn't play like Ronaldo. He can't dribble. He falls over half the time. Like I don't know what player to compare him to. He's like Dan James Pro Max. Like I don't know what. It's not the guy.
Hey, bro, Pro Max is rating his thing. You know, Pro Max is really rating his thing as well.
That's what it is. That overhead kick he did against Everton has given this guy a crazy rep that he should never have in his life. That overhead kick, because you know amount of edits I've seen comparing him to Ronaldo. Nah, bro, please. People
that's crazy, bro. You know what it is here, man? Man don't want to get up to Garnacho like that, but I think it's one of them where it's like now it's more than ever, bro. We need to find a solution to get him out of this football club, bro. Man. Like, bro, like real talk, man. I don't know, man, if the value is gonna go down now, because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I watched Sancho today, man. I was like, bro, I don't know how much.
Hey, Sancho dribbles like if anyone plays FIFA, he dribbles like he's holding down L1, bro. It's just very stagnated.
Nah,
very stagnated. And then you just go back.
Sad, man. Today,
if you play Pro Evo, if you play Pro Evo back in the day, Sancho moves like them players.
He needs to move, man. He needs to go back to another league, bro.
When you're not holding down the sprint button as well, bro.
This league, nah, for me, real talk, man. He needs to go to another league, man. He needs to go to the Bundesliga, man. Yeah. Back to the Bundesliga for Sancho,
he looks
bro.
like as if he's losing his fitness as he gets older.
Yeah. That's a sad
lower. That's scary.
He's 25. He's 25, bro.
Bro, he's gonna be.
But 25. He started football at 17, though. He started football at 17, so he's been playing for a long time, bro. And for me, it's like I look at the value now, and I'm like, yo, like. I think clubs will be after him, but like it's like there's talent coming out again and again and again and again, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Sancho's done. He's done. He's lost himself, man, bro. You saw it today, yeah. Even when he gets the half a yard, because he was getting a half a yard on.
He was
shooting. He don't back himself. He don't back himself. He's just always looking for the overlap. He's always looking to play someone on the overlap, bro. Why? Just let it rip.
And also,
he don't back himself.
Is he better on the left or is he on the right? Because I feel like on the right, he's a bit more less complicated in what he's trying to do. On the left, he's always looking to cut in. I feel like on the right, you can at least then just say, you know what? Let me just simplify my game and get the ball in the box or just shoot.
Best games for Dortmund. Best games for Dortmund on the right. Best games for United on the right. Best games for Chelsea on the right.
I just think the Premier League, you need to have a certain kind of mentality to play in this.
I know.
Because defenders are on you, bro. It is a nightmare to play against Premier League defenders because they have pace, they have power, and they're on you constantly. He doesn't have that space. The Bundesliga, man, there's so much space, it's ridiculous.
Bro, Bundesliga got space for days, bro. So, but even, to be honest with you, I even looked at Neto, man. Neto, I used to rate him Wolves, man. He is so bad, man. This is the level of wins he's got in the league.
I called this guy. I told Chelsea, look at his numbers. Look at his numbers. Bro. His numbers were abysmal before he went to Chelsea. And I was like, this is the guy you're paying. How much did they pay for him? 60 million pounds or whatever. Nah, Wolves had the field day with that one. They honestly did.
No, but this is the issue. The quality of the wingers in the league are that poor. Like, with all due respect, I'm not trying to call people out yet, but look at the Brennan Johnsons and that of the world. And these men are, for me, better than Garnacho, you know? I'm not joking around.
You know what it is? What they have over Garnacho is just simple PMP. Right?
Yeah.
People say Garnacho has PMP, but the problem is that he's constantly off balance. That's why his shots are never on target. Because if you're strong and you're fast, when you get in front of goal, you have balance and you can place your shots. But he's always falling over. He's always falling over. He's always struggling with the defender. Before he takes the shot, he's leaning back. That's the problem. That's that. So maybe if he gets older and something clicks for him, he might be able to find some balance. But
bro, I don't know, man.
Not in the Premier League.
Not in the Premier League. I'm sorry. Not in the Premier League.
If he goes to Italy, he will have a career. But if he stays in the Premier League, nah. If I'm here,
You know what it is?
gonna,
You see exactly what you just said there. I think you just have that. Do you know what I mean? You're meant to just have that. As soon as you come into the game, you're meant to just have these things. Leaning back when you're shooting, all of these. It's not developed in you, bro. That's not what you get as a pro baller, bro. You get look at Lamine, exactly. Yeah,
Lamine Yamal. Did you see the assist, by the way, into Ferran Torres?
Oh, Farad.
Oh my God, man! Seriously, can we? What sort of wing? Like, is it like what sort of winger in world football is doing that? Please, can we just find a different type of winger to that? Is it a Cherky? Is it someone? I don't know, man. Give me someone that can do that, man. Who can do that, guys?
And this is, you know one thing. You know what it is?
Come on, man. Please.
I don't know whether it's just me that I have a personal beef with Barcelona still. I just don't like watching Barcelona. I think they play fantastic.
What?
I think they play fantastic.
Olise.
I just don't like them as a football club. I can't. What they did to Man United in those two finals, I just can't.
No, I hear it. But for me, it's like.
But Yamal is a ridiculous talent. He's the next Mbappe if that it makes any sense. He's gonna win a Ballon d'Or. He's 17 or like he's ridiculous. He's a ridiculous player. I don't think outside of Olise, maybe Saka.
Oh yeah, Saka. You know what? I need to give Saka respect, man. I can't lie to you. I feel like for me, this is a very, very like. I feel like for me, like we were harsh on Saka, you know, man.
Who was harsh on Saka?
Use me.
I don't know, man.
Saka is a ridiculous player.
No, because you know what it is? On the Big Six here, I said he was and this was about 2-3 years ago. I said Saka was about a £50 million player. Yeah, it's a big L. Yeah, I made a mistake here. When you look at Saka, and you look at the ability that he's got here, and you look at the actual wingers in world football right now, we just need to give Saka more praise, you know, and give him more credit because not only is he good on the ball, not only is he good at finding and linking up with other players and whatnot, he's reliable, he's consistent. But bro, man's got the quality. Like man's got the actual ability to make things happen. And he's actually like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, he's clinical.
He's clinical too.
He's clinical as well. And I'm like, and I look at the level of wingers, I look at Neto, and I look at all these guys, and I'm like, they're not suckers, bro. They're not.
But you see with players like this, the reason why they flourish in today's day and age of football, very similar to Ahmad. You see, their strength is so incredibly underrated. It goes so unnoticed, man. The way they roll players and get in perfect positions, bro. These are the little advantages that they have over so many wingers in world football, bro. Honestly, it's the strength, the way they demand the ball, the way they're so composed when they're even getting doubled up on, maybe even triple. Does that make sense? But they've got the kind of know-how to know, all right, cool. I've just taken 3 players out of position. I've created space for the others. So I'm not going to go try take on these 3 players. How many times is he linking up and having combination play with Odegaard? Odegaard's best game is when Saka's around. Them two's combination play is very, very good on that right-hand side. So, bro, that probably leads on to my point with someone like Ahmad. If you go and build with Ahmad Diallo, you saw when Anthony came on little snippets this season, and they were both playing on the right, and their combination playing, how that gives us the advantage going forward. Bro, you go and build around players like Ahmad. Bro, we could have a field day, honestly, because Ahmad loves the pressure. He thrives off it.
That's why
he thrives it by the scrum. Especially when he came. Remember the League Cup game where we lost 4-3 to Spurs, and he came on. He changed the game like that. Slide tackled the keeper. Boom, 1 goal. Got an assist for Xerxes, and that's it. And he kept going and going and going and going. And obviously, if Son didn't score that Buki Bandulu cross, again, he would have carried us over the line, but I think we would have won that game. We would have come back and won that game. So if you go and build around someone like Amad Diallo, who's very similar to a Saka,
I'm missing, man.
On that sort of pressure and energy. They love, bro, and the fans love these players. Go and build around them, man. Go build around them. Literally.
Go build around him, bro. You know what? I miss Amad Diallo, man. The shout out to Don in the building, man. But I just missed that his invention, bro. Man, I got to watch Amad Diallo, Garnacho, that's just, for me, just lacking any invention. Running into man, like We need, and for me, this is what I'm saying. Like, do Man United fans want to build a team around players who are hard workers, passion merchants, players who love to basically run around and I don't know, or do we want ballers in our team?
You can do both.
Bro, Ahmad's got both, bro. He slide tackled Fraser Forster, got the ball, and was bigging at the fans. Come on. He's a passion merchant too. Like, how many goals has he actually scored or got an assist, his GA, from winning the ball back? From just winning the ball. He don't just press. He wants that football, bro. He actually engages. So we need hungry players that are good on the ball like him too.
That's why for me, a dangerous 4-3 would be if you had Cunha, if you had Gyökeres, and if you have Ahmad. These three guys are running at you, bro. Long day. Because they all have the same
very
attitude.
Expensive though. It's expensive.
It's very expensive. But for me, it would be what's the investment? Because I know people said Ahmad looked better right wing back. It's because of the way our team is built. We went stretching the play on the left, so everybody was able to condense on Ahmad when he played on that right 10 position. If you have Dogu doing what he's doing, or another left wing back doing what they're doing and stretching the play, that means there's going to be more space on the right. That's just normal football dynamics. So for me, if you get Ahmad in that 10 position, get another wing back again that does what Dogu does, I can go up and down constantly. You get Cunha in the left 10. You get, for me, Gyökeres is the one. I know Osimhen is there. I know Delap is there. I know, the show was about the strikers. For me, Gyökeres is the one I'd go for. Because there's just something about the way he plays. He plays like a crackhead. He plays like a crackhead. He wants to score. He's hungry to score. So for me, I want that kind of player. So I don't know.
Do you know what my thing is though? I want Ahmad to play wing back, man.
You want to play wing back?
Bro, I think I think if we go and get another 10, that would be very, very essential for us, man. Because if Ahmad could play, remember, Ahmad could play both positions, firstly. All right. So he can. But secondly, he is most dangerous at right wing back. In my opinion, he goes and he plays there for a full season. He'll be the best right wing back in the world, and he won't even look like a wing back, bro.
I think his talent level is such that I think he should play in that 10. I just think he'll be better in that 10. If you give him time,
I think he thrives wide. I think he thrives more wide. And I'm not saying he can't play in the pockets. He's very technically secure and he's very intelligent. But he thrives when he's just, he's like a Saka, as I said, bro. When they get the ball wide, it's like they creep up and they start going up the gears. It's either they really turn it on or they start doing 1-2's combination play and they're in. That's where he thrives most, bro. And I think he enjoys it like that. I think that's where he enjoys it, in my opinion.
Think about this, though, tactically. Because Amorim wants his right wing back to play on the inside, on the 10, he can play wide. You can get him to play in that wide zone. So you just need to sign the right wing back that can come on the inside, allow him to go wide, and obviously gets the central midfielders and everything to cover, and gets the center backs that can cover the channels. Because if you're going to have your wing back do that, you need someone that can cover the channel. So if you can get those elements correct, I think you can have both situations. So that's
what a lot of people forget though is you still have that attacking advantage because you're going to be cramping the team backwards. You got to remember what you're doing to the opposition as well. You're going to be suffocating them in terms of going backwards. Now, if they have a winger and a fullback, hypothetically speaking, the opposition we're playing against, they're all going to be cramped back and pushed back. So again, as you said, if we can get someone who's a right centre half to cover those spaces, who's good enough, athletic enough, intelligent enough, then it could work out. I just think, in my opinion, obviously, the best games I've seen from Ahmad on the ball, especially when he's carried us by the scruff, is obviously at wing back. However, he can most definitely play in that 10 position.
He played for Sunderland. He played for Sunderland. He did in that exact position. The way he plays, he played in that 10, but he had someone, I don't know the player's name, but he had someone that was just constantly like dovetailing with him to play on that side with him on that in that wing back position. So for me, I would go Ahmad right 10. Put your money into getting Gyökeres, get Cunha, get a wing back, because that would be the most cost efficient way, if I'm being honest. Because we're not going to find Tyler Devlin. Southampton are quoting crazy numbers. So for me,
they're moving mad right now. I can't lie.
They're
moving
quoting
mad.
crazy numbers. We don't have time to deal with the club that's going to do that nonsense for us. So Cunha has a release clause. Gyökeres has a release clause. Pay both. And sell everyone else to fund the transfer. You sell Garnacho, you sell all these guys. That's what I would do, right? I like Kudus too, but the problem with Kudus that I have
Kudus is going to Saudi Arabia. Watch this space here.
He doesn't
Kudus
score enough
will go
goals.
Saudi Arabia.
That's my biggest problem with Kudus. If Kudus would be the one I would say, okay, if you really want to be fancy with it, play him right wing back. But he just doesn't score enough goals for me to play him in the forward area. You know, you need someone that impacts the game. Ahmad impacts the game. Cunha impacts the game, and Gyökeres is never going to stop moving and running. Man United, please keep it. I like Delap too. I think he can do a job. But if you have an opportunity, if there's a small jar window or anything to get Gyökeres, go get Gyökeres.
Yeah, go get Gyökeres. It's going to be interesting summer because I look at it from my point of view is that, once we start seeing teams, because I feel like this is the biggest summer. This is the summer of all summers, guys. I genuinely think all these teams are going to do a madness this summer because there's no World Cup. There's no distraction. People want to compete. This is what I keep saying to you guys. United are not in the top of the food chain anymore. They're not. Even the fact that we've got our history and our football club, we're not going to be top of the food chain. If we win the Europa League, that's a different conversation because you've got Champions League football. But if we don't have Champions League football, I'm telling you now, Man United might not be in the top of the food chain. So don't get disappointed. That's why I need to see if Ineos have got a backup plan. Have they got scouting?
I think they're planning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they've done their homework, if they've done their homework, I can't lie to you, it could be a good summer. It could be a summer like we had last season, but better in terms of maybe refining your role, refining your, I would say, targets even more. So not getting Ugarte that can't get on the ball and can't dictate play. Getting players who are more suited to Amorim's style of play. Because if you do that, it could be a very successful summer. But if you don't, and you start then kind of panicking, and then you start flipping, oh my God, where do I go? Nah, man, relax.
I think we'll sign maybe 5-6 players this summer. I think that's what we're going to do. And if we get a lot, I think there's going to be a lot of outs this summer as well. So for me, if we are signing 5-6 players, you sign the 2 forwards at the minimum because we need 2. We can just one.
Yeah, we just can't. We just. Oh, sorry.
No, so I was saying you sign the 2 forwards. I don't think we need as much in the defensive zone. You sign 2 forwards, you sign 2 midfielders, and you sign 1 wing back and 1 center back. That's cool. That's calm. I think we can go into the season with those numbers, and you promote some youth players, and we're good. I think we'll be okay. But that's my mission. That's my target for Ineos. If you find 5-6 players at the minimum, and you target these positions, we don't need 2-3 center backs. We need 1. We need 1 really good one because you have Euro, and I think he's still young, Haven. I don't want to overdo it, but Martinez is supposed to come back, obviously. And if you have Haven, that left side position is pretty much covered. Euro is playing the right side, and I think Mazraoui can cover. For me, our target is central center back that can pass the freaking ball, that can progress the ball. That would be what I would target in that central zone. So the blueprint is there, guys. I know people are frustrated with the season, but the blueprint is there to build the team. It's not.
I know,
bro.
It's so.
But this time we can't be signing the Agates, man. We can't be signing people seconds or who managers want out their club. It's a red flag for a reason.
Maybe
guys. I'm not saying Agate is the worst player in the world. I'm not saying that. But what Agate does, with all due respect, a lot of midfielders can do. Like it's a midfielder's basic.
Yeah, I hear it.
Especially the tenacious side of the game. Like it's a midfielder's basic in order to just keep the ball and playing the ball 5 yards. So if we could go and still, team's best players, the Embuemos and these men of these worlds, then I think it will be a bit of a better market in summer.
You know. For me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I got a bit carried away by the Copa America and whatnot, but I do believe Agate has his qualities. But I think for me, he needed to come alongside with a Sander Berge and a player of that kind of ability. Maybe a dare I say the Zubimendi are kind of similar profile to where they can get on the ball a little bit. Like, I just feel like for me, you go and get Ugarte on his own, you're very, very limited to what you can do, man, and how you play football, man. It really, really is. Like, don't get me wrong, he can do the odd pass where he can play it through and whatever, but ultimately he's very limited in what he can do, man.
It's not a pivot. It's not a single pivot DM.
No, it's not, bro. It's not, bro. That's the reality. He's not a single pivot player, and that's where we're looking at too much. We're looking at idea that too much, and we're like, yo, like, what are you doing, bro? Come on, man. Let's not do this, man. So for me,
the players we can get, I think that will make him look better. I think I haven't watched him enough stats. I know people talk about Stiller as well as another one that looks decent as well, but a lot of the options, unfortunately, are going to be outside of the Premier League because centrally, unless you're going to go pay Crystal Palace a lot of money to get Watson, even though I don't know, I think he's kind of overrated a little bit. I think he's a good player, but again, how much are they going to want for him? It's going to be crazy money. So I don't know. Who do you go for? Baleba will be the dream for me.
Baleba will be the dream, man.
Baleba will be even more pricey.
Who the hell is this guy, man? He keeps spamming. Who the hell is Sid Justy? Who the hell is he?
He plays centre back for Sporting.
Okay.
He plays centre back. But the one
Wharton. I would love Wharton in the team as well. I would love a Wharton, man, in United, man.
Wharton reminds me a bit of Carrick, man, in terms of, just receiving the ball from the backyard and then just punching it through the lines. Punching straight through the lines. We haven't had a player since Carrick you could do that. Maybe Matic, when Matic first came in first 2 seasons, he was decent at doing that, but yeah, man, we haven't had someone who we could just build up with, man. Bro, Sanderberg, man, I wish we got Sanderberg with Ugarte last season. Honestly.
I know, man. He would have been. Listen, I know people are going to be like, boy, he's not that. Listen, I talked about Sanderberg, I think in 2021, and I was saying we should have signed him then. Unfortunately, he joined Sheffield and they were using him as a box-to-box midfielder. But now I think he's becoming the player that I kind of saw he was going to be. He controls the ball. He gets the game moving. He's good with both feet. He's 6'6". He's tall. He's strong, and he can carry the ball too. But people are going crazy. So I'm not saying he's like this super world-class Busquets. No, but for 25 million,
he's like Nzonzi.
Yeah, but for 25 million, he's a decent enough midfielder.
Nzonzi was underrated. Give me. Yeah, back in the day, Premier League underrated midfielders, man. Like, I think Nzonzi was up there. Dembele, remember Moussa Dembele?
Dembele, definitely up there, 110%.
Yo, but them sort of players, people didn't give. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, I like Tonali. Like, again, look, Newcastle are going to sell these players, isn't it? But Tonali would be excellent in our midfield right now.
But but I like Tonali. But one thing I will say is that. Is he as progressive?
Ramirez.
He's as progressive. On the ball. I think he's very good all round. If you were to give him like bars, I think he's like a 7-7 all round. But I just think that extra bit of like Carrick X pass, I don't see from Tonali. That's what I would want in the midfielder to bring in. I like him, but he's just like competent in all levels. He's just like exceptional in one specific thing.
But I'm looking again. I look at Europe right now, and I'm like, I'm struggling to really like. Apart from maybe Edison, not too many that mold, bro. Like I'm looking at.
What's that Milan central midfielder? What's his name?
Reinders. He's locked in. He's locked in, man.
What about Thuram from Juve?
Thuram is one I would rate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Thuram's good player. He's a very good ball carrier. Like I'm not saying he's got that Pogba style, but he's got that swagger on the ball though as well. Like I've seen him on like in the left channel. I'm like, yo, okay, I see you there.
If he went in and we signed Stiller and Starch, I think would be okay in midfield. Maybe sign a Chris Riggs from Championship to kind of boost the numbers because Eriksen is going to leave. And Casemiro, we don't know what's going to happen with him. He might leave as well.
I would love a Zubimendi.
I'm still not convinced by Zubimendi, man. I don't know what it is, man.
I just think for where we are, Zubimendi makes more sense for Arsenal or Liverpool, in my opinion. He's not going to, he just makes more sense for where their project is. If we brought in Zubimendi, I think he's a good player, but like there's games I just don't notice him. Like I've seen.
I just think in terms of
see him
complimenting Ugarte, though, innit? In terms of
no,
complimenting
good profile, like
Ugarte, that's the type of player. Yeah.
A good profile, I just don't know. We also need to be cognizant that we need someone who can actually run in midfield, because after a couple of seasons of Casemiro, we can't make that same mistake again. We can't do that again.
Facts, man. So we'll see, man. I don't know. I've not really watched Starch, man. He's played for Hoffenheim,
I know people have they say he's a competent-ish. I don't know.
I've not
When I
watched
looked
him,
at
man.
him,
That's yeah.
But
I can't
again,
lie.
Stella is the one that would make sense because of what we have. We have Ugarte who's going to do the tackling. But if you want someone else that kind of more competent in terms of physicality, who does what Declan Rice does, because people, from what I'm seeing, like they're saying stats is more like similar to Declan Rice. But again, I haven't watched him enough myself. So I would be okay with that, because the quality just isn't there in football like that, bro.
Still,
it just isn't there. You just need to sign the right profiles.
Good God, when did they play, man? I don't know if they're playing this weekend or that, but yeah, listen, I don't know. I'll have to watch. I have to see what they're saying. I have to watch most of the games of Stuttgart. But they were doing well at the start of the season, then they fell off now. They're like 11th now, man. Dortmund at 10th. Bloody hell, what's going on with that league over there, mate? Bloody hell, man.
Yeah, Dortmund always have these seasons where they go like this, go like this. They're the most yo-yo team I've ever seen in the world of football, bro.
Flipping hell, man. That's what the German league is. Like, mines were like 11th last year, and now they're 4th. Frankfurt's still doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird league, that Bundesliga, man. You get me? You don't know what's going on. You still don't know what's going on, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Joe Bellingham's there as well. There's a couple there. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know.
Quick one. You was even talking about underrated midfielders from back in the day and stuff like that. We even kind of had one ourselves that we let go of not too long ago. But Ander Herrera, man, we even missed players like that. Ander Herrera wasn't that of these worlds, bro. Like,
Ander Herrera was underrated. I can't lie.
You know what's so crazy? That a player like Anderson would be like top player in football today right now,
bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what's so funny. We had
but would they be rated though? Because like today's about GNA, you know. I was having this conversation, an argument with Amanda, my bro, like what, couple weeks ago, and it was in terms of if Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets was playing in this day and age of football, would they be, you know, appreciated as much as they were back then?
Yeah.
No, but would they be appreciated as much as they?
Would they be appreciated? Yeah, that's
the word, isn't it? Would they be appreciated as much? I don't think they would. I generally do not think they would.
I think maybe not as much Premier League fans, but I think if you're someone that grew up like we did watching certain kind of footballers, the younger guys now probably maybe not. But you know,
yeah, but look at people like Musiala. Musiala should be getting much more credit than what he deserves.
He doesn't get the GA.
Is ridiculous. Exactly, because he doesn't get the GA, bro. And you got to remember, Iniesta was Barcelona's most advanced midfielder at the time as well. So if he was not getting GA, people are gonna be like, "Yo, Iniesta was does that make sense?" So yeah,
Iniesta was a baller.
Oh, for me, he's literally the best centre midfielder of all time for me. Anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, even De Jong, you know, De Jong right now, man, he's cooking. You know, right now. I don't know if you man been watching him, bro. He's been cooking. I don't know. Like I said to you, don't know if he would leave, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
My man is in love with Barca, bro. He's not going anywhere.
I know, but he's cooking right now, man. If you know, you know, man. Like I look at Pedri and them, man. Joy, this is man. Listen, man, let's wrap this up, man, because I'm gonna get a bit mad. Big up to Sush. Big up Saeed in the community. The people watching, the like ratio is terrible. Been poor for a while. Saeed working hard and needs to like, yeah, man. If you're watching right now, man, it's been a good show, man. Late vibes, man. Normally we do this on a Tuesday, but we weren't there for that. As you know what I mean, people. So make sure you lot hit the like button, man. Hit the like button.
Yeah,
let's get these likes.
Smash the likes, bro. Because the amount of work Saeed does is the work rate.
Yeah, man.
He's got the work rate of Gattuso and Jason Park put together, man.
Come on.
He's smashed the likes, bro.
Yeah, smash the likes, people, man. Smash the likes, people. Big up Tech Zeno as well, man. Make sure you follow him on TikTok as well. You know what I mean? And yeah, man.
Man.
Yeah. Are you at the game on Sunday, Tech Zeno?
Nah, bro, I didn't manage to get any tickets. You know, trust me, bro.
Okay, let
All
me
the
see.
tickets now are the big box office things. But
But
if you got
apparently,
anything there, then hit me, man.
they were giving it for half price and that United now, you know, they were selling it for half price.
Nah, that's cat, bro. Because I checked. What day are we on now? When did we play Forest?
Bro,
Tuesday. Yeah. So I
yo,
checked
they
on Monday,
do
bro. I checked on Monday. There's no tickets, bro. I could check now, and I'll let you know.
men's
There's no
home
tickets.
tickets. Let me see now.
Go on.
There's a couple. There's a couple. Nah, shit. What the heck, man? That
Told you,
seat
bro.
costs £500.
$499, innit? Exactly.
What? Is this actually serious?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro, man.
What
You man are
the
trying to run up
bamba?
my money, bro. That's
What
more
the
than my
bamba?
bimmer a month, bro. That's more than my yeah. Oh, they're trying to fly.
Holy bamba, holy bamba. Man said
Bro.
£500, you know. How much
Yeah,
is this
crazy.
one? Rah, that's not far from my seat, bro.
Yeah, crazy.
What in bamba?
I'm actually terrified how much
Hey.
Man United are going to charge for the US tour.
Nah.
Last time
These
I paid,
man are moving mad.
I think last time I paid like $600 for my seat.
£659, you know.
Alright, bro, and I promise you, this is probably gonna be the worst Manchester derby you'll see in recent years.
Nah, this is crazy. Obviously, it's got to be a bit of hospitality in here, surely, but bro, this is crazy for one game. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. It's actually mad. But I thought the tickets were what you call it? I thought they were half price. But yeah, I'll look around, man. I'll look around and see what.
If there's anything there, just bro, shout me, man.
Yeah, brother. I can't lie to you. Let me wrap this up. That's giving me a headache right there. But yeah, man. Elite Pundit. Have you changed your name? Elite Pundit brand?
No. Like I said, I had to sign in on my new computer and everything. So everything was all messed up. It's still at the Elite Pundit and stuff. So
yeah. Also, the mic's a little bit static. You might have to sort that out as well for next time.
Yeah. I'll reset up everything. I'm gonna have.
Yeah. But we'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back next Tuesday. Like I said, the normal show is on Tuesdays, people. So we'll be back live after the Champions League game. I think Dortmund, Barcelona, and Bayern, Inter, AC Milan, Arsenal versus Real Madrid. So we'll be back 11 o'clock next week. That's going to be a cracking weekend. Like, bro, them two games I want to watch. I'm going to have two screens, you know. Bayern, Inter there, Barcelona, and Arsenal, Real Madrid right there. That's going to be cracking next Tuesday.
Some good food and just chill,
bro. That day there, sensational.
Facts. Hey, big up yourself, Cyprian, man. Nah, real talk. Hey, just a quick one as well for all the fans, especially if you follow my TikTok. Look, we're nearly on 10K. It's been a short journey, but what a journey it's been, man. The amount of times we've gone viral, the amount of love I've been getting from Africa, America, bro, from everywhere around the world. Big up yourselves, man. So just, keep showing the love. Saeed, big up yourself again, bro. More than grateful for what's been happening in the last, 4 or 5 months, bro. It seems surreal. That's the God's honest truth, man. So big up everyone. Keep following the TikToks. Smash the likes, yeah. Make sure you're paying your rent. You get it, and follow. Get Saeed to 150K subs as well, guys, man. Come on, man. The guys are putting in hard work, bro. It's hard work behind the scenes, man. Trust me.
Nah, appreciate, man. Appreciate you lot, man. Big up to you lot, man.
Bro.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man. Big up to Coop Baller who was live as well with us before. We're going to redirect to Faz. Faz is live right now. Go and check out Faz. And yeah, we'll see you lot tomorrow. Me, Troops, and Steve are doing a video tomorrow. So make sure check out that tomorrow. That'll be out around about 5 o'clock. And obviously the Waffle Podcast later in the evening. We're out, people. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.